What skill is used by a scientist when he or she listens to the sound that are produced by whales? A. Interpreting data. B. Drawing conclusions. C. Making a hypothesis. D. Making observations. The answer is letter D. What is the correct order of the steps in the scientific method? Letter A. Ask the question, analyze result, make a hypothesis, test the hypothesis, draw the conclusions, and the last one is communicate results. Letter B. Ask questions, make a hypothesis, test the hypothesis, analyze results, draw conclusions, and communicate results. Letter C. Ask the question, make a hypothesis, test the hypothesis, draw conclusions, analyze result, and communicate results. Letter D. Make a hypothesis, test the hypothesis, analyze the results, ask question, draw conclusions, and communicate results. The answer is letter B. Which of the following hypothesis is written correctly? Letter A. If frozen tennis balls will not bounce as high. Letter B. If I heat up a tennis ball, it will bounce high. Letter C. If I freeze a tennis ball, then it will not bounce as high. And for letter D, if a tennis ball is frozen, it will not bounce as high as one that is not frozen. The answer is letter C. Number 4, a scientist conducted an experiment to determine how the amount of salt in a body of water affects the number of plants that can live in the water, which is the independent variable. Letter A, water. Letter B, temperature of water. Letter C, the amount of salt in the water. And the letter D, number of plants in the water. The answer is letter C. Number 5, a scientist conducted an experiment to determine how the amount of salt in the body of water affects the number of plants that can live in the water, which is the dependent variable. Letter A, water. B, temperature of the water. C, the amount of salt in the water. And letter D, the number of plants in the water. The answer is letter D. Number 6, what is the last step in the scientific method? Letter A, writing report. Letter B, collecting data. Letter C, analyzing data. And letter D, drawing conclusions. The answer is letter D. Number 7. Why is experiment important? Letter A. Helps create job for scientists. Letter B. Creates more questions to be answered. Letter C. Ensures that many tools are used safely and accurately. And letter D. Allows for new discoveries and knowledge in science. The answer is letter D. Number 8. Why is scientific method an important process in doing experiments? Letter A. It takes more work, but it is worth it. Letter B. It helps the experiment to take longer and be better. Letter C. It ensures that the result can be trusted and repeated. And letter D, it ensures that the people doing the experiments are scientific. The answer is letter C. Number 9. What skill is involved when you use fine senses to gather information? Letter A. Observing. Letter B. Posing questions. Letter C. Developing hypotheses. And letter D. Designing experiments. The answer is letter A. Number 10. Which step that follows formulating and objectively testing hypothesis? Letter A. Interpreting results. Letter B. Stating conclusions. Letter C. Conducting experiments. And letter D. Making observations and collecting data. The answer is letter C.